Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm feeling under the weather or just not quite 100%. So I probably won't have as much content out today, but either way, trying to get some basics and some foundational stuff out here for you. With Bitcoin, primarily, we're still looking at this power three. It's still a possibility, even though we kind of had a bit of a save at this $86,000 mark. The price didn't really go much lower than that outside this aggressive candle wick there. So for the most part, still looking decent in this flaggish type of pattern. These do typically break to the upside, but me personally, I feel like fake outs are pretty consistent right now, and we're still more likely to come down and fill the CME gap at the low $84,000 mark as a roughest estimate there. So let's take a look at liquidation, see what's going on. If you could hit the like button, comment below if you get a chance, let me know what your position is with Bitcoin and generally what your thoughts are here. So let's take a look. We can see not a lot of local liquidation. I mean, there is, of course, don't get me wrong, you can see it above below that 85K mark, and then just above the 88K range. So we're within a range, and typically when you range yourself, you'll see a breakout to the upside or downside. My speculation is breaking to the downside just to kind of, continue that power three potential, or more importantly, just, that manipulative consideration to fill that CME gap. We do have a short position open right now, mildly in profit for Bitcoin, an XRP short as well that has been pretty good profit. So I do personally feel like the price action is going to continue lower here soon. Most altcoins are not responding too well to this indecision by Bitcoin. Okay, so oftentimes you want to kind of, I wouldn't say short into that just blindly, but for the most part, there are some outliers, some coins that are definitely looking prime right now and ready to dump. So overall, we have liquidation delta kind of drawing dead. We're seeing pretty close to break even here. Usually that does imply indecision and or a type of compression, which usually results in a breakout in either direction. And please don't misinterpret breakouts as only going up. They can break out as well, I guess more so considered it to be a breakdown. But either way, the price breaks free from its range. It breaks out in either direction. And it just makes sense for the price to continue lower just based on the overall sentiment. Even though we have some bullish type of patterns, those patterns, again, it just really depends on where your mindset's at. But for right now, I would say that it's 50-50, honestly. Probably best just kind of hang out and not take too many trades right now, even though I think some of these divergences are kind of starting to pile up. Either way, we have a significant amount of buying pressure, 85,800, 85.8. That's that local bottom. And then below that, roughly about 84.7, 84.8 as that lower point of control and or open interest area. So just know that those things exist. So we should see some support if we do travel into this range here. So once more, my speculation, CME gap being a pretty firm motivator. I do personally feel like we're just going to see a bit of a breakdown here and then likely to recover there. So I am leaning more towards, for the moment, along in the 84 to 85K range once we've secured profits on our short. That's the consideration. Does it always work out that way? No, definitely not. But this is looking like a type of pattern that will break out. I still have my rising wedge type of pattern here on the chart, just to kind of give you perspective. It's common for the price action to work itself up and then inevitably break down. I don't think we're going to see the 70K range again or for some time, maybe at all, but on the general consensus here is that I think this lower range of 84,000 to that local point of control at roughly 84K is a distinct reality. Daily time frames giving us some false positives. In other words, we're above 50 on the RSI, which is all well and good, but we're not like cleanly broken above. We keep retesting that range, which just implies indecision, indecisiveness, and we got a couple of doji type of candles forming here, not just for today, but we've had a previous one too. So these do typically spell reversal in most cases. Again, just a lot of little things adding up, folks. It's not like there's a definitive like, oh, we're going straight down. It's a guarantee. It's just a larger statistical probability based on manipulation and how the market has overall been performing as of late. This year has been a manipulative year, and there's no other way around it ever since Bitcoin futures, or more importantly the CME futures rather, we've seen with that introduction a significant amount of manipulation. Having said that though, we're right here again kind of hanging out at the 50 level on the RSI. Generally not a best place to take a long or a short, honestly. It's one of those indecisive scenarios. But the key takeaway here is we're under our moving average and the money flow index is lower. When the MFI is lower than the RSI, that's typically typically a sign of weakness, and that's not something I like to buy into. Okay, even though we have like a nice aggressive candle wick here that it resulted in a doji candle, that oftentimes continues lower based on the fact that we derive from the upside. So minus this, this shorter term, once more indication or this pattern, if you will. Minus that, we have more of a macro pattern that's more likely to break down. I'd much rather trust a larger time frame trend or pattern versus a short-term trend that you have to identify in smaller time frames. If you have to zoom in, it's probably not the best reliability, right? Zooming out will always give you that better that better consideration. So, me personally, I'm going to err on the side of caution here and just presume the price will continue lower. If we break this descending type of or this ascending trend to the downside, then it's more likely we're going to see this local point of control at 84K retested. Anyways, those are kind of my thoughts. What are yours? Why don't you comment below? Love to hear it, and we'll look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Be sure you tune into Bitunix too, folks. They actually have a really nice deposit reward bonus right now. It's like a collective prize pool. If you use my link to register, you're automatically eligible. That's all available there for you, but check it out. And I hope you find benefit once more. Thanks so much for being an amazing part of my life. We'll see you in the next video. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Take care.